Welcome back, everybody. This is Sparks Comics here, and today it's time for another final order cutoff video. You may notice that the audio actually sounds kind of good, and that is because I have a new microphone to make this actually sound like a real video. So thank you for putting up with my previous microphone, and let's talk about the final order cutoff. This week there is so much on Final Order Cutoff, all the way from DC's Future State to Marvel's King in Black, and we'll get into some of these other things, but there's a lot on Final Order Cutoff, so I decided to do a little more selective picking for Final Order Cutoff, so I'm going to show you guys my top 10 picks for this week. First up, from Marvel, we have Thunderbolts #1. And so this is a new Thunderbolts team that has been created by none other than the Kingpin himself, Mayor Fisk. And so this team has some really interesting characters in it. We have Star, we have Taskmaster, we have Bartrock, we have the Rhino, and I believe the last one's Mr. Fear. So interesting team. I'm really excited to see what happens with this Thunderbolts team. It is a mini-series though, so probably won't exist after these 3 issues are done, but still seems pretty interesting to me. And of course, you guys know I love Venom, so Venom number 32, which is going to be key, tying into the King in Black. We've got a cover A, cover by Stegman with SpiderMan on it, and we've got this really cool Venom versus Alien here. I love it. I wasn't gonna pick up these Alien covers that they were doing, but this one I think is the exception for me. And then we've got a 1 in 100 sketch variant by Ryan Stegman. My next 2 picks are both Amazing Spider-Man. We have both Amazing Spider-Man 56 and 57 on the list today. This is a kind of unique situation. They don't do this that often. And so what we may have to look at here is the fact that maybe something really interesting is going to happen in issue 57. And so we have to be prepared for that speculation piece there. 56 has 3 covers that have been released, another Alien cover, the cover A, and a Philip Tan variant, which is really good art on it, so definitely keep an eye out for that one in your ordering. And then 57 only has 1 cover revealed, but there is another variant that is going to exist for that one. The art for that hasn't been revealed at this time. This one right here may be my most anticipated tie-in to the King in Black. We have Venom versus Carnage #1. We've got a cover A there on the left, and then a Ryan Brown variant on the right. And I'm so looking forward to this battle between Venom and Carnage, and I'm really interested to know who is going to be wearing the Carnage symbiote, because last we saw it was kind of on its own and it was leaving the island after Eddie Brock left it for dead. So who does it take as its new host? I'm really excited about this one. And of course, like I said, we've got so much from DC Future State this week. I'd be remiss to not talk about Wonder Woman #1. We've got that first book of Yara Flor as Wonder Woman. I'm so excited for this, and I'm not even a big Wonder Woman person. Especially excited for that Jenny Frison variant on the right. We've got cover A on the left, and we have the, they're calling it the team variant in the middle there. So 3 covers. I'm going to pick up the cover A and probably the Jenny Frison for this one. I love Jenny Frison's art, and this is another example of why her art is very good, very beautiful. Coming in at #5 on my list is the Eternals #1, and oh my god, there are so many covers for this book. It's insane. So you really have your pick of what kind of art you want to get on that cover when you pick up this book. So cover A is up in the top left there. I'm just showing off a couple of my favorite covers. We got a Scotty Young variant. We've got Alex Ross in the bottom left. This one in the middle is Azrar cover, which features a lot of the Eternals on it, which is why I wanted to showcase that one. We've got an Okazaki variant to the right of that with Daredevil on it. And then we've got which that one's a 1 in 25 variant. Then we've got a 1 in 50 variant by Peach Momoko in the top right, and a 1 in 50 variant by Boss Logic in the bottom right. So lots of good art. Pick what you like the most and stick with that. Like I say, collect what you love. This is no exception to that rule because there are so many covers. There's no way you're going to be able to get them all. At number 4 on my list for the FOC this week, we have The Last Witch, number 1, from Boom Studios. This does appear actually to be from their imprint Boombox, meaning it's probably targeting a younger audience, but it seemed like an intriguing story of this sister who is discovering that she is a witch. I think she's trying to protect her brother. And we've got 3 different covers here. We've got a cover A on the left and then B in the middle, but we also have a 1 in 25 that's by Peach Momoko. So Peach has got a couple covers this week. And this one again reminds me of when she's doing the covers for Wind. So we got some good art here. I don't know how long she's going to remain on covers for this series because of her Marvel contract, but if she was already contracted to finish this series, I think this is going to be a mini-series, then this may be one of her last cover sets for another publisher. So at number 3 on my list, I have Star Wars The High Republic number 1. And this one's going to be a good one to pick up because this is a time period that we haven't seen covered in at least the new Marvel comics for Star Wars. And so we may see a lot of new characters show up. And I think we're going to see a lot of new characters that we haven't even seen in the Dark Horse Star Wars comics also. And so what I'm showing here is we have cover A, cover B, and we also have the 1 in 10 variant on the screen right now. There also is a 1 in 25 variant for this. They haven't revealed the art yet, but that is something that we're going to hopefully get revealed before final order cutoff on Monday. But keep an eye out for that. Put the order in. I would highly recommend, with the way Star Wars books have been going recently, that you pick up at least cover A, but also picking up the 1 in 10 would be a good idea, and possibly the 1 in 25. Honestly, pick them all up because the way speculation on this has been going, it's insane. But also, this seems like this is going to be a really good story. It's a different time period of Star Wars that they haven't explored for this new setting of Star Wars since they rebooted everything or reset everything. So I think story-wise, we're going to get some new original content, new characters, and that's just a perfect combination for all you Star Wars fans. Definitely get this one. At number 2, we have Crossover number 3. And this one has been hyped up by Donny Cates to be the big issue. This issue, Crossover number 3, and he's also saying number 6, are going to be the ones that retailers, comic stores really need to order a lot of. So, that being said, that makes me think something big is going to happen in this issue. And we see on cover B, Spawn is right there on the cover. Why is Spawn on the cover unless this is really happening? We're really getting crossovers of characters now. And so I think this is the one to get for that reason, that we're very likely going to see these characters from other Image titles, from other Donny Cates titles, crossing over into this book. And maybe Spawn is one of the first ones to do it, and so that's why Spawn gets the spotlight there. But if you also look carefully at the book that she's reading on that cover, we see that she's reading crossover, but on the back is God Country. So we probably should be looking out for God Country to appear in this book, because that's one of Donny Cates' books. So this is a book to look out for. There's three regular covers. We got A, B, and C at the top. Then we've got a 1 in 10, 1 in 25, and 1 in 50 on the bottom there, followed by a 1 in 100 sketch variant of that Todd McFarlane Spawn cover. So I really think there's a lot to look at here in this book, and I'm all in on the potential of this book. I wasn't 100% sold on issue 1, but I'm thinking that once I pick up issue 2 this week, I'm going to be all in on this series. But right now I'm just excited at the possibility of a real and true crossover occurring. Finally, my top pick for final order cutoff for this week is I Walk with Monsters number 2. I absolutely loved issue number 1, and I think this series has really good long-term potential. Just the spooky vibe that we're getting, this unknown politician guy, the family aspect of what's going on. It's got a lot of good elements to it, and I have to put this at number 1 all because of that. And I think it's kind of slipping by without notice, unfortunately. And so this could be, that next Something is Killing the Children. It's going to stay under the radar for a little bit. Something's going to happen that's going to spike people's interest in it, and then it'll go through the roof with the price of the books, just like Something's Killing the Children. That's what I think. I could be entirely wrong, but I'm enjoying the story. I love it. I'm collecting it. That's what we do here. We collect what we love. So not Something's Killing the Children, but I Walk with Monsters number 2. That's my top pick for the week. And it's got a cover A and a cover B. It's from Vault Comics, and Vault Comics has been doing a lot of good things recently. So keep an eye out for them. Some other series that I've found that I really like from them, Autumnal and Giga, have both been good so far. And so I think this is also just me really digging Vault Comics' new releases. Thank you everybody for watching this week's final order cutoff video. As a reminder, final orders are due to your LCS or your online retailer for DC Comics by 11:59 tonight, and for Marvel and all the other publishers, Boom, Image, Vault, AWA Upshot, all of those, all are due tomorrow. That's Monday, by usually by 11:59, but your store may say earlier because they want to make sure they get their orders in. So ask them, make sure you get that order in on time. And since, like I said, this is my top 10 picks, and there are so many different picks that you could be wanting this week, the Previews website is the best place to get all of the non-DC final order cutoff information. For DC, I usually just go to an online retailer like Sanctum Sanctorum. They usually have a good show of what's going to be on that cutoff for DC. If it's been already ordered too much, you'll see that it's out of stock, but you'll still be able to see what books are on that cutoff. So those are my recommendations for where to get your information on what books are on final order cutoff for the week. So go check out those resources, get your orders into your shops or your online stores, and you know, get those books that you love. Because always remember, you guys, collect what you love. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next time.